Hello friends, I am your maths faculty from QLS Academy. The topic we will be continuing in this session is linear equations in two variables. So let's start our second session of this topic. I hope you will find it interesting and have fun learning it. So friends, in the previous session, we learned how to form linear equations from given problems. Now in this session, I will be telling you about how to find the solution of those equations. And by solution, I mean the values of variables in the equation. The number of solutions of an equation is equal to the number of variables the equation has. For example, a linear equation in two variables has two solutions, that is, one value for each variable. That is, for each value of x, we have a unique value of y. Although, we can put infinite values in place of x and consequently obtain infinite values of y. That is, a linear equation in two variables can have infinite solutions. For example, take an equation 4x plus 7y equal to 0. Put x equal to 0, we get y equal to 0. Putting x equal to 1, we get y equal to minus 4 by 7. Putting x equal to 2, we get y equal to minus 8 by 7, and so on. We can find infinite xy pairs that satisfy this equation. But when you are given a problem, you now know very well that we get two equations in case of two variables, three equations in case of three variables. So the values of variables have to be such that they satisfy all equations. For example, we have two linear equations in two variables, y equal to 3x plus 1 and y minus 2x equal to 0. I repeat, y equal to 3x plus 1 and y minus 2x equal to 0. Now to solve these equations, or in order to find the solution of these equations, we name the equations as a and b. So हम y equal to 3x plus 1 को लेते हैं equation a and y minus 2x equal to 0 को लेते हैं equation b. अब equation a में से y की वैल्यू को equation b में रखने पर हमें मिलेगा 3x plus 1 minus 2x equal to 0, which gives x plus 1 equal to 0, and this gives x equal to minus 1. Now put this value of x in any of the two equations a and b, and you will get the value of y, which comes out to be minus 2. Now another important concept you need to remember always is that in order to find the variables, you must have the number of equations equal to the number of variables. That is, अगर दो variables हैं तो you need two equations. For example, अगर x and y दो variables हैं जो तुम्हें find करने हैं, तो तुम इन्हें तभी find कर पाओगे जब तुम्हारे पास x and y में दो equations होंगी. For example, you are given an equation 5x plus 3y equal to 0. I repeat, 5x plus 3y equal to 0. क्या तुम इसको यूज़ करके x and y की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो सकता है एक बार गेस कर लो, बट यू कांट ऑलवेज गेस. सो यू नीड टू इक्वेशंस, एंड इन इक्वेशंस से जो वेरिएबल्स की वैल्यू मिलेंगी वो दोनों इक्वेशंस के लिए ट्रू होंगी, एप्लीकेबल होंगी, या बोलो दोनों को सेटिस्फाई करेंगी, या दोनों का सोल्यूशन होंगी. That is, we obtain a common solution for both equations. So basically, a linear equation in two variables can have infinite solutions, but the set of solutions satisfying a particular situation or a given problem is unique. Let us understand this with the help of an example we took in the previous session. The problem stated that the sum of two numbers is 14 and their difference is 2. Then what are the numbers? Now according to the data given, we form two equations, x plus y equal to 14 and x minus y equal to 2. Now we will see how to find these numbers. Let x plus y equal to 14 be equation 1 and x minus y equal to 2 be equation 2. Let us take the value of x from equation 2 and put it in equation 1. So from equation 2, value of x comes out to be y plus 2. We put it in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes y plus 2 plus y equal to 14. That is, 2y plus 2 equal to 14. Taking out 2 as common from 2y plus 2, we get 2 into y plus 1 equal to 14, which gives y plus 1 equal to 7. That is, y comes out to be 6. Now put this value of y in any of the two equations 1 and 2. Let's put it in 1. We get x plus 6 equal to 14. That means x is equal to 8. Now you can see that the sum of x and y, that is 8 and 6, is 14 and their difference is 2. Hence, this set of values of x and y satisfies both equations. Hence, it is the required solution. Now, you must have understood the method of finding the variables. Now we come to plotting graphs of linear equations in two variables. Now this is another method of finding solution of two equations. Let us see how. Now as we know, on a plane graph we have two axes, x-axis and y-axis, and in our equations too we have two variables. Now these variables may be x and y or a and b or any other pair of variables, that doesn't matter. Now suppose we have an equation y equal to 2x minus 3. Now if we were to take the set of all xy pairs that would satisfy this equation and plot them on a graph, we get a straight line, and this is the reason it is called a linear equation. We should make a table to write the x values and corresponding unique y values for each x. Now when x equal to 0, y is equal to minus 3, x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1, x is equal to 2, y equal to 1, and so on. Now plot each of these points on a graph and then join these points. You will see a straight line taking shape. Now let us take an example problem. Mrs. Sharma is researching what it would cost to order flower arrangements for a fancy party. She wants one large centerpiece for the head table and smaller arrangements for the smaller tables. The fragrance florist charges rupees 10 for each smaller arrangement plus rupees 50 for the large centerpiece. Sherry's flowers in contrast charges rupees 30 for the large centerpiece and rupees 14 per arrangement for the rest. If Mrs. Sharma orders a certain number of small arrangements, the cost will be same at either flower shop. What would the total cost be? अब since Mrs. Sharma को एक large centerpiece तो चाहिए ही and number of small centerpieces she has not yet decided. So अगर हम total amount को मान लेते हैं y, then the fragrance florist के prices के according we get an equation y equal to 10x plus 50. In this equation, x is the number of small centerpieces and the constant 50 is taken because it is the price of the large centerpiece which has to be compulsorily included. Similarly, Sherry's flowers के यहाँ की equation बनेगी y equal to 14x plus 30. Now if you plot both these equations on a graph, you get two straight lines which intersect at some point. Up since we have to find the total cost, that is the value of y, so we note the point of intersection of the lines. Ab sabse important part, the point of intersection of the lines is the solution of the equations that the lines depict. I repeat, the point of intersection of the lines is the solution of the equations that the lines depict, because वो point दोनों lines पर lie करता है. That is why it is the solution of the system of equations. Because as I told you earlier, solution वही होता है जो दोनों equations को satisfy करे. Hence, on plotting, the point of intersection comes out to be 5, 100, which means the number of small centerpieces is 5 and the total cost Mrs. Sharma has to pay is rupees 100. Obviously, we can solve it without using graph as well, as it is given that the price Mrs. Sharma would be paying to any of the florists would be same. Hence, we get a relation from this. Taking y equal to 10x plus 50 as equation 1 and y equal to 14x plus 30 as equation 2 and equating them, as LHS or left hand side of both equations is same, the RHS or right hand side must also be same. So we get 10x plus 50 equal to 14x plus 30. From here on solving we get x equal to 5. Now putting this value of x in equation 1 or 2, we will get y equal to 100, and that is the required solution. So this is how we solve a system of linear equation in two variables, by solving the equations simultaneously or by using the graph, by plotting the equations on the graph. So this is it for this session. I hope you had fun learning the things I taught. We'll learn some more on linear equations in two variables in the next session. For any queries or info, you may visit our link given below. Thank you.